So I have looked at this translation before. It's a well-reputable source. Now, over here, this is a Torah. It's called the Woman's Commentary. And I received this as a gift from the synagogue congregation Emmanuel where I worked. And at that point in time, I was recognized at 25 years of service. I actually worked there for 29 years and I got something else. So this is the Torah itself, and then there are some commentaries given by different women. And you can see that I have some little things in between. But in the meantime, this is one of them. There's another one that Stephen has borrowed. It's the Hertz Chumash, and it also is something that's recognized with commentaries and Haftorah portions. When I say Haftorah portions, I'm talking about the prophetic reading that will come after you read from the Torah. All right, to go backwards, the Jewish people use the Torah, and the Torah is something that has two scrolls, and inside the two scrolls, if you've seen it, you have the scrolls like this. Okay, and then you have the parchment that looks like that. So it's divided like this, and then when you see it, there are no stops for each word. So you just have to know when the words begin and when the words end. All right, so then you have another, it continues writing like this. Of course, I'm just making dots, but these are really Hebrew letters, and it goes down like that, and then you'll have space in between, and it goes like this, and it continues going. And so you're reading like this, then you get to the end, you start over here, and then you continue, so forth and so on. You get up here and you continue, and then maybe you stop right there. This might be the stop for the whole Torah portion. I'm making believe, folks, this is not true. But say that it stops there, and then the next week afterwards, you'll continue at that spot and go until maybe it stops right here. There are no periods. No periods in the Torah, no punctuation of he said, she said, and you get excited when you see it. You read it because you know by the words. If it says Vayomer Adonai, it says in Hebrew that means and God said. Vayomer Adonai leMoshe. And God said to Moses, saying, Dabir al bnei Yisrael, speak to the children of Israel. So because you understand the words, if you're reading it with inflection, you can. If you're doing it everyday speaking. In a synagogue, if you have a cantor, quite often the cantor will chant the Torah reading on the Shabbat. And it's done in a certain melody. And the melodies do change during the different holidays. So any case, what I want to show you is a chart. Now this Hebrew chart,
Do you have a magnet?
can anybody come up to the top? These clips will clip on.
Got it?
I need help.
I got it. Okay.
I'd rather have him, he looks taller than you.
Ryan is 6'1".
Friends, these clips have lasted me all the 15 or 16 years that I was teaching at the Nathaniel Center. I got these clips, I used the chart all this time, and I have borrowed the chart from Congregation Emmanuel.
Good job,
And
Ryan.
I continue to use that chart, so it's been very useful to me. These clips bring back a time of when I had that great chance to teach there. Needless to say, right now, what you're looking at is the whole Hebrew alphabet. These big letters are the letters that you would see when you look at the Torah, or when you look at a Hebrew book, something as simple as this. This is the Hebrew letters. These are the Hebrew letters that you would see. Now you see some little doodads right beside it. You see something like this, something like that, something like that. This is what you call the cursive print. And people who are writing to each other, they are generally not making the block print. If you know the alphabet, you will use these letters. For instance, if I'm going to say hello, I'm going to say shalom. Hello, goodbye, and peace both mean shalom. So this shows you that I'm using the cursive for the shin, and then the lamed, I'm using the cursive for that. And then the vowel O is made over here. And then a memso feet is like this. So it's a whole lot quicker to read the cursive. And that's how people write once they learn it. So if you're going to write in block, can that be seen or should I use the black? Can you folks see it at the back?
Yeah,
I don't want to,
it's okay.
okay, I want you to see, not that it's okay.
There are other markers there if it's not marking, because I want to make sure this comes out good.
All right, let me start again. All right, so as I said, you can write in block, and you would have a shin, and that's a shin. All right, that begins the word shalom. Shh, shalom. You can remember it by your 3 fingers on your right hand. If your right hand is the 3 fingers, you tell someone to be quiet, you say, shh. This is a shin. The shin has a dot on the right-hand side. So you put up your 3 fingers like this, everybody, with your right hand. Come on, right hand. And you go, shh, quiet, okay? So, shh is the sound of a shin. The dot is on the right-hand side. You're holding your fingers up on the right-hand side. This dot is very important on the right, because look, I know someone's saying, wait a minute, there's another one with the dot. Well, that one has a different sound. So this is your shin. Now I said the letter shin, and I told you it can be done in cursive. That is over here. So now in the cursive,
Yes.
you make it, it's a better letter. I like the cursive a whole lot better. So this is your shin. It goes like this, comes down, and then it touches. It still has the dot on the right. So this is your block, this is your cursive, or some people call script. All right, now the next letter I said in shalom is the L sound, ul, ul. Now, this is one font of the lamed. As English, we have different fonts.
Yeah.
Using this style over here, this is a lamed. It's always a lamed no matter what style it is. But this is a block form of a lamed. Actually, they should be about the same size. I don't have a line. Okay, there's your shin, that's your lamed. Now when I look at the lamed, what I see is a little L. If you look over here, you see a little L at the top. And that reminds me that it makes the sound of L. Ul, ul, sh, ul, ul.
Oh.
And this letter over here is a lamed.
Oh.
A shin and a lamed. Now,
Oh.
so you learn the lamed. So this also reminds me of a lightning bolt. Like a lightning bolt. Over here, you know how lightning strikes and it goes like in a way that it kind of looks like the lamed. So that's how I remembered lamed makes the sound of an L, ul, and it reminds me of that stroke of lightning. and there's a little L in the shape. So now we have shh, ooh. You can see that L when you go like this. You start to make it with your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you see the L? Hey, guess what? This is the first time I ever said that. This is the first time I talked about the Lamed having the L and making it with my fingers. So I come up with new tricks all the time. Shin and a Lamed. Now, to do the cursive, this is a fun letter. It comes around like this, and it reaches higher. This is your Lamed. It's a long part of the body. Your head is going down like that. So this is the Lamed. It's kind of loopy. It looks a little loopy on the bottom, and it comes up tall. I'm making up stories to help me remember the Lamed. Loopy, I try to do alliteration when I can. So this is a shin and this is a Lamed. Now, right now, you can't read this as a word yet. You need vowel points, okay? So at the beginning of the word shalom, you hear the sound of what? What's the vowel? Shalom. Ah, that's correct. So to make the sound of ah, it's going to look like this. Over here, these are your vowel points. This is, aha is correct. That's a good way to remember. Aha. So now we put the vowel underneath a letter, and here in the cursive, we would do it underneath in the letter. So now, gee whiz, we put it underneath there, but how do we read it? Oh my goodness gracious. So we said, someone said to here, back here, that you have to read Hebrew from right to left. That is correct. Right to left. From this way to that way. So we're going to move like this. We go from the right all the way to the left. So the shin is on your right, and we are going to move in this direction. So we only say the sound of a Hebrew letter to read it. We don't say shin ah. We don't do that. That's a no-no. You say the sound of the letter, and just like in English, we don't say L and O. We say low, lopsided, or lollipop, or whatever. We don't say the name of every letter when we read an English word. Okay, so we say sh, ah, sha. Everybody? Sha. And together. We try not to separate it. I'm doing that for emphasis.
Yeah.
You want to bring the sounds together or blend them. So this says sha. Okay? Now we have a Lamed over there, and the Lamed made the sound of, everybody? Back there, I don't see your mouth. What did you say? Ooh. Okay, perfect. Now, this is sh, ooh. I separated them purpose phonetically for all of you. So this would say shall, 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 shall. Yeah, I hear it from the back. Great. So this says shall. Now, shall, and this says shall. No matter how I do it in block or cursive. Now, we said the word in Hebrew for hello, goodbye, and peace is shalom. We hear more sounds, so that means I have to teach you another vowel. Shalom. What vowel sound do you hear?
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Yes, you're right. We need to put another vowel here or there. So in this case, the vowel O goes beside the Hebrew letter. It goes beside the Hebrew letter. And now it does it like this, and then in cursive, it's a straight line like that. Some Hebrew vowels, as you're looking, you say, wait a minute, how come you made a shin here, but you didn't make the O like this? Because that's what we did over here, right?
What about loopy?
I'm not gonna go there. I don't know which, what do you mean?
What you were saying a while ago about loopy?
That was on the L.
Oh, I see, you're thinking that maybe loopy was something like that, but I was telling you the way you write the letter. It looks kind of loopy. Like if you take your hand and you're going up like this, you're making a loop at the bottom, see? There's a loop over there.
Loop.
So
yeah.
that's the loop. If I
That's the
go,
cursive form of the line.
there are two ways to write. You can write cursive, like I did with the loops,
Yeah.
or you can write print, block.
Yeah.
Like you're reading a book right now, your Bible is in block, okay?
Yeah.
It's not written like this. This is not cursive.
That's like regular hand.
Like this is cursive. This is cursive, and this is what I mean by block.
Mhm.
Good question, okay? So,
Leslie, I have a question. So the vowel is up there, that's the first one. So where's the O?
we're gonna get there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I didn't get that far because I had a good question, okay? So let me go back over here. So I said the word shalom, and I put the vowel ah underneath the shin. But I also put the vowel O next to the letter lamed. You see a difference. And what I want to share with you is there are two vowels that you put next to the letter on the left, and everything else goes below,
Okay.
okay? Am I talking too fast? I don't mean to.
No, you're fine.
I want to make sure everybody is with me. So right now, this is the wrong way to do this. So we would have to use it like that. So I'm going to get rid of it because this is only confusing when you have something that's wrong. So right now, you might be able to say shalom. Shalom.
Low.
Here in the cursive,
Shalom.
shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
That doesn't mean anything, but it's part of our word. Shalom.
Shalom.
Now we hear an M sound at the end. Shalom. Right?
Shalom.
Right. Shalom. Now shalom ends with this letter mem. So feet. Oh no, I said another new word for you. So feet. Like, know how your feet are at the end of your body? 2 feet, they come at the end of your body, right? Mine do anyways. And so, in Hebrew, you have letters, some 5 of them, that have a different form if they come in the middle and if they come at the end. All right, let me start that, rephrase, delete the other thing that I said. Now, you have 5 letters that have 2 forms. One form is when you see it at the middle and the beginning. The other form is only when you see it at the end of a word. Both of them have the same sound. So I told you this was a mem sophi in Hebrew or a final mem in English. This is a crash course with one word. Generally, I don't teach 4 letters at a time. However, this is a mem sophi, and in a block form, we would have it look like this. In a cursive form, we have it looking like this. So this is a vowel O. So vowels have names, folks. But this is the O vowel, and it's called a pholem. 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 This is the pholem over here, and it makes the O sound. And here we have a mem sophi. Or a final mem. And that's what this one is. So this word is sha, lo, and now you're gonna put that at the end. Sha, Shalom. Shalom. You're closing it. You're ending the word. That's it. And here we have in cursive, Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Perfect. And now somebody said to me, oh my goodness, how do I remember what that looks like? Well, I have an answer. This mem to me looks like a picture frame. Doesn't that look like a picture frame? A little bit, this square, okay? So in this picture frame, you can put a picture of me, okay? So, of course, we want to include my eyes. You know, this is my picture. And you can put a picture in the picture frame. The sound that you hear at the end of the word frame is the letter M, right? Frame. So when you think of that story, you remember that the Memsofit looks like that. And there it is over here, and here it is over here. So now you have a Memsofit, and here it's the cursive. I don't know how we can come up with an M story, but there's me with my hair moving. I'm making a silly story. There's a picture of me, maybe, and my hair is moving to the side. You can put my eye like that. Give me a mouth, and this is my hair that's moving here. And the wind, of course, it's a windy day. Okay, so that's just a silly story to remember the Memsofit. You know, my hair is waving. All right, so now we think of the lightning bolt over here. The lamed for the lightning bolt. This is another way to make the lamed. There are two ways. I like this one better. Lightning bolt. And I know how it's confusion when you see too many things together. So I'm going to make some separation in color so that you can, lightning, go back to the black. And this is the story from the mem in cursive over here. And this is a frame. This is your Memsofit. Memsofit story. And it's a frame, comes at the end. The lamed is like the lightning bolt over here. And you also see that little L in the corner. L in corner. Over there. And then I think you could have, oh no, there's another story that I tell to learn the word, the O sound. That's a vowel. And if you look up in the sky and you're saying, you're in Massachusetts where I grew up, sometimes you see something coming down from the sky. What do we see that can come down from the sky?
Rain.
Something
Snow.
else? What else? What
Snow.
comes from the sky?
Snow.
Snow.
Rain.
Snow.
Hail.
We're gonna go with snow, okay? And the reason I say snow, because the end of the word snow, you hear a vowel sound. What's the vowel sound?
Oh.
Oh.
Snow.
Oh. Good job. Oh.
Oh.
So I have a story. This man over here is named Mr. Vav. Okay, I gave him a name, Mr. Vav. He looks upside and goes like with his head, and what does he see? Snow. Oh, no, snow. You go it. Oh, no, snow. Everybody. Oh, no, snow. So this is going to help you remember this vowel sound of O. And this is Mr. Bob sees some snow and he says, oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 there's snow. So that's my story about the cholam that makes the sound of O.
So when it has a dot over it, it's an O. If it doesn't have a dot, it's a W.
No,
No.
not at
No?
all.
Vav,
No,
Aleph, Bet, Gamel, Dalet,
no,
Dalet,
no,
Hey,
no, no,
Vav.
no W's.
Thank you, Steve.
This is an O, okay? This sound is O, as in snow.
I am W.
Oh, no snow is what I said.
Oh, no
snow. Snow. This is the story. So when you put it with an exclamation point, you just flip it around the other way. So this whole word
Oh,
that
there
you
you go.
now can read is sha. Oh, this makes the ah sound. I forgot to tell you. Ah. Sha.
Okay.
Lom. Shalom. Ah, I can't write so high. It's too high for me.
Why don't you just go to the other side, Leslie? We can see it over there. You don't have to
I
reach
know,
up so
but-
high.
You want me to move that over for you?
Yes. We don't want to get our movements in the.
Right there.
Tall man is coming.
Everybody has a function, all the way to the left. As they say, when building the Ark of Covenant, everybody had a function to do
Yeah.
something. They were making the temple, you have people that decorated the curtains, the women sewed the words on there, other people built the tabernacle, everybody had a function. Just like we're standing here, everybody has is helping. This is perfect. Okay, so now you have had a chance to pronounce the word shalom. And I'm adding H's so that you can remember how to say it, and it means hello. What else? Somebody,
Hello, goodbye, blessings.
not blessings, goodbye.
Hello, goodbye. Peace. Is that what you said? Peace?
Hello, goodbye, and peace. Has three meanings. Blessings is baracha, or barachot, is plural. So I'll just retell you, I don't know how my time is, because I could continue and continue. So anyways, this is your first teaching of a word of hello, goodbye, and peace. And the Hebrew, like I said, in the Torah, has all the letters, and they go in this from right to left. In order to read the Torah, you need to know the sounds of the letters, and you won't see the vowel points, because by practicing your letters and vowels, you'll be able to read eventually. It's not so easy, but you can. Over here, looking at this alphabet chart, you have Hebrew vowels. Each of these vowels make a sound.
Could you give us a sound?
Each of these vowels make a sound. For instance, there's the vowel, and they have names also. This vowel is called a kamatz. The vowel kamatz makes the ah sound. The next vowel is called a chatav kamatz, and this makes an o sound. This one is called a patach, and it makes the sound of ah. This vowel is called a chatav patach. It makes the sound of ah. This vowel is called a segol. This vowel makes the sound of eh. This vowel is called a chatav segol and makes the sound of eh. This vowel is called a kubutz. It makes the sound of oo. This vowel is called a kolam chasir. It makes the sound of o. This vowel is called a chiri. It makes the sound of e. This vowel is called a tzereh. It makes the sound of a. This vowel is called the shavah. This shavah does not make a sound. It's like a stopping point, but it can be used in front of a word, at the beginning of a word, I made that little one. This is your shin, makes a SH sound. And here's, oh goodness gracious. This is where the shin starts with a shin, the Hebrew word is shemi. It starts with the shin, it has this dot, those two dots above each other, and you have to pronounce this letter, sh. But in actuality, it makes no sound, it's that you're pronouncing the sound of the letter. So this is a sh. So this is it's a stopping point, because if you had a word in the middle, and it had a dot in the middle, there's another letter, and then you have, say, a shin in the middle, this becomes like a stopping point. And I'm making up a word, this is not a real word. This is not a real word. Oh, I could have said Vashti, that would have been good. Okay. But anyways, this word is lamashti. Lamashti, it's fake, no such word. It's a made-up word, so don't ever say lamashti and say it's a real word to somebody. It's not. It's a fake word. It's made up. So anyways, this little dot over here becomes a pausing place. You say this vowel, you pause at that syllable, and then you continue going on with the next sound. This is a whole new lesson.
So that first one at the top right, does that have 2 lines underneath it?
It has like this. Are you looking over here?
No, at the very top of
Here?
the chart.
Out of the chart.
Yeah, up at the very top.
There's no line underneath it.
There's no lines
It's like a
underneath?
T, it's a T.
It's like a little T.
Okay, so that I can't tell it from the second one,
All right,
what the difference is.
There's 2 dots next to the T.
that is correct.
The
It's
first
a
one-
different vowel sound. I'm going too fast.
Yeah, we're gonna have to finish up.
We're gonna have to finish, but long story short, these are your letters. And the Hebrew letters are Aleph, Bet, Vet, Gimel, Daled, Hey. Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet, Yud. Kaf, Chaf, Chaf Sofit. Lamed, Mem, Mem Sofit. Nun, Nun Sofit. Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei, Fei Sofit. Sadi, Kuf. So these are studies. Kuf, Sadi, Sadi Sofit. Kuf, Reish, Shin, can you see this?
Yes.
Sin, Taf, Taf. Those are all the Hebrew letters, and I skipped over these 2 because those are 2 vowels, O and U. This is a quick introduction of your Hebrew letters with the vowels that you see over here. And I wrote a few words. I wrote the word shalom over here in block, shalom in cursive. This is a real word. This is shemi, means my name is. And this is a made-up word, lamashti, okay? But more importantly, you remember that I'm reading from right to left. I mean from right to left, top to bottom, top to bottom. Right to left, top to bottom. Does that make sense, what I just said?
Yes.
So it's this way, I'm putting on the vowel, coming up to the next letter, going across to the end. And that's how you read the Hebrew language. And that is my fast teaching.
Thank you.
I can take a question or 2, if that's allowed enough
Yeah,
time.
do you have any
That-
questions?
No, that was awesome.
I see your hand up there. I saw a hand, don't be shy.
Well,
No,
I'm
no,
just
you're-
confused with the vowels.
Okay, that's a
Because
whole-
there's several ways you could write the same sound.
Exactly. That is
And
true.
how are you supposed to know which one to write,
So-
because they all have the same sound?
Okay, there is that's a very good question. You heard me say ah and 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is correct. When the more you see the word, you're going to know which vowel goes with it. So if I am teaching somebody to learn words, I ask them to practice writing the word more than 1 time, so they're getting used to know which vowel to put.
okay, so there's no rule or
I
anything
don't
like
have
that?
a rule. I
So,
don't want to
anyway,
give a
what
rule.
happened, if you look at the Dead Sea Scrolls, they didn't have vowels. Those were invented around, I don't know,
The Masoretic text
600, you know.
put vowels in.
Yeah. Christians, Jews, and the Muslims invented those dots and dashes around the same time, probably in the 600s at first. And that's not only true with Hebrew. Notice that the block Hebrew letters, there's no upper and lower case. That was also true with Greek. And they didn't even have space between words either. They just so. But what happened is we have the Greek scribal tradition. They invented upper and lower cases. So when they print a Greek New Testament, they have upper and lower cases. But if you go and look at the manuscripts, the oldest manuscripts like Codex Sinaiticus, it's all capital, no lowercase. Of course, the difference between Hebrew and Greek is Greek did have letters that are vowels, and Hebrew technically doesn't. Even aleph is considered a consonant. And what happens when you see an aleph is you look at the symbol to know what vowel it is, right? So even and she says vav, in Aramaic and other languages that's wow, but you got 2 different pronunciations in Hebrew too. You got the Ashkenazi, which is European. You got the Sephardic, which is in the Muslim world, the Arabic world. So
Okay, but when if
Anyway.
I taught somebody the letter, I'm gonna tell you this makes the sound of a T. Both of them make the sound of a T.
but in Ashkenazi they're
But
S.
some people will say an S, but we have to be conventional.
Right.
So I'm making this, when I teach it, we're going the way I've been taught those letters way back in the day, as the people would say. Those are T's.
Right. That's correct.
The top,
The letter
Yes.
Tav has 2 forms.
In biblical Hebrew, it
It
would
has
have
a
been a
Tav
T.
with a dot over there and a Tav without the dot. And I am teaching it both as a T sound.
Right. Which is proper biblical Hebrew, not the Ashkenazi dialect. All right, I guess we'll close with that. Thank you, Skipper.
thank you so much, I appreciate it.
And then one last
That
word
was
that I
awesome.
didn't share with you is Shabbat, and Shabbat means Sabbath,
Yeah.
and Shabbat Shalom would be the appropriate greeting for Shabbat. So Shabbat Shalom means Sabbath peace, a peaceful Sabbath, and there are many songs that with that. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom.
Amen. Yay.
Hey.
Thank you.